योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् यं गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञाभक्तिविनीतयः विहितिश्चापि वृता नित्यं तं गुरुं प्रणमाम्यहम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। 23 है। Let us start from 19. तंदर्शमनुप्रविष्टममलम् गूढं गुहायां स्थितं रत्नं गह्वरगं जहाति कुशलः ज्ञात्वा तु हर्षं शुचम् श्रुत्वा ब्रह्मगुरोर्मुखादनुतरम् धर्म्यं पृथक्कृत्य तत् स्वाङ्गादेर्मननादिनात्मविभवात् ज्ञेयो हि धीरेण सह। ओमित्येतदयं पदं श्रुतिगणः ब्रूते समस्तस्तपस्तो मोदः प्रतिपत्तये भवति वा तद्ब्रह्मचर्यं बुधाः। कामेनास्य चरन्त्यतः परमिदं ब्रह्माक्षरं चापरम् श्रेष्ठालम्बनमेतदेत्य भजते विद्वान् पुरं ब्रह्मणः। धर्माधर्मकृता कृतागतगता यास्यत्पदार्थेतरः नोत्पन्नो न मृतोऽक्षरो न जनकः जन्यो न नित्यो ध्रुवः। आत्मासौ निहिते प्रपुष्यनिहतो कर्ता पुराणः पुमान् हन्तारं च हतं च येन मयते मूढः स देहात्मदृक्। योनीयानृतो महांश्च महतः जन्तोर्गुहायां स्थितः निष्कामो यदि धात्वनुग्रहवशात् यं शोकनाशं ततः। आसीनो विसुदूरमेति जशयन् यः सर्वतो यात्यहो कस्तं वेत्तुमदामदं रविसुतात् देवं पुरोर्वाक्तनः। तिष्ठन्तं त्वविनस्थितास्तनुषु स्वात्मानमेकं विभुं यो देहं च महान्तमेति कुशलः सोऽयं न शोचत्यपि। नो लभ्यः प्रवचोभिरेष पुरुषः नो मेधया न श्रुतैः आत्मप्रार्थनया शमादिसहितज्ञानविज्ञानैः। ज्ञानेन लभ्यः पुनः. So up to this we saw verse 23. Verse 24, let me just chant. यो शान्तो न समाहितो न विरतः.
यो शान्तो न समाहितो न विरतः. यो शान्तो न समाहितो न विरतः.
दुष्कर्मणो शान्तहृत्.
दुष्कर्मणो
शान्तहृत्. दुष्कर्मणो शान्तहृत्. नात्मार्थी न परात्मवित् स पुरुषम्.
नात्मार्थी न परात्मवित् स पुरुषम्. नात्मार्थी न परात्मवित् स पुरुषम्.
जानातु तं वा कथम्. जानातु तं वा कथम्.
जानातु तं वा कथम्.
सर्वं यस्य जगत्प्रयात्यशनताम्.
सर्वं यस्य जगत्प्रयात्यशनताम्. सर्वं यस्य जगत्प्रयात्यशनताम्.
ब्रह्मेन्द्ररुद्रादिकम्.
ब्रह्मेन्द्ररुद्रादिकम्. ब्रह्मेन्द्ररुद्रादिकम्.
स्तम्भाहन्तं च तथोपसेचनपदम्.
स्तम्भान्तं च
तथोपसेचनपदम्. स्तम्भाहन्तं च तथोपसेचनपदम्. मृत्युश्च यस्याञ्चति.
मृत्युश्च यस्याञ्चति. मृत्युश्च यस्याञ्चति.
This shloka 24 basically summarizes the last two mantras of the second valli. Last two mantras, 24 and 25. So the second valli has 25 mantras. So this has a very interesting Upodghata. In his commentary, Ramaraya, so he says in the previous verse, so there was something which was stated through the Anvaya mode, and here we are stating it in the Vyatireka mode. So what is Anvaya Vyatireka, we will see in a short while. So if you quickly recall, so what was stated in the previous verse is the condition under which this person will be able to transcend the sorrow completely. Right? Nashochati. Right? Nashochati. Kada nashochati? If only he satisfies certain conditions. This is what was stated, correct? So, kada nashochati. So, in fact, if you recall the mantra, nayamatma pravachanena labhyaha na medhaya na bahuna shrutena yamevaisha vrunute tena labhyaha tasyaisha atma vivrunute tanum swam. This is what we saw. And the word kushala was also explained in the previous class. Tasya atma tanum swam vivrunute. So this is how the previous mantra ended. Now the mantra 24 commences with Na virato duscharitat Na shanto na samahitaha Na shanta manaso vapi prajnanena mapnuyat. So this is the mantra which corresponds to the first half almost of the 24th verse. The second mantra is Yasya Brahma Kshatrancha Ubhe Bhavata Vodanaha Mrityur Yasyopasechanam Kaitha Veda Yatrasaha. So this is how it ends. Here Ramaraya commences by saying यो शान्तो न समाहितो न विरतः नाविरतो दुश्चरितात् नाशान्तो न समाहितः. So all those words appear here. Yo shanto na samahitaha na virataha dushkarmano shantahrit dushkarmanaha na virataha. Virataha means so one who has retired. So virati. Kasmat na virataha dushkarmano na virataha. The one who has not taken retirement from engaging in activities which are declared to be dushcharita. Just now Surya entered my room and then he said that he was seeing some sight which was a bit disturbing. So that sight, he said, was someone receiving a big packet of madhya means liquor. So somebody is receiving. So nashantaha, why? Ashanti, unable to have the mind in the state of tranquility. So they want some external thing to go and thereby get some shanti. So a shanti which you are blessed with, you are Shanta Swarupa, you have lost it, and you need some other thing for you to be at peace with yourself. That's what. Yo shanto na samahitaha. Yo shanto na samahitaha na virataha dushkarmano shantahrit. So we will see the meanings of all these terms in detail little later. Yaha ashantaha. So ashantaha means he is unable to maintain peace with himself. Na samahitaha. Samahitaha generally means one who is able to control his mind. One who is unable to control is asamahitaha. Okay, so indriya laulyam. So they just keep shattering him. So navirataha. Shanti has something to do with more with mind, as you can see, and he also uses the word dushkarmanaha. Dushkarmanaha has to do with something with the sharira, physical misdeed. Okay? So that is what is meant by dushkarmanaha. Ashantahrit. So the dushkarma that you do cannot leave you at peace. So any dushkarma that you do, particularly if you physically do something, so I have done and stabbed him, how can this fellow be happy? His antaratma will really kill him. See? So ashantahrit atmarthina paratmavit. Temporarily that may happen. See, what we have to understand is even those people who commit this, out of anger you do something and then you keep repenting later. So the physical hurt, somebody just throws something at the other person. So I have seen. So one person really got annoyed, he had a bunch of keys. He just threw on the other fellow's face. Natmarthi na paratmavitsa purusham janatu tam va katham. Katham va janatu means a person who is not able to maintain peace with himself, how can he ever do this? So in the earlier verse he was saying, if you are able to do this, then you will be able to transcend sorrows. Tarati shokam atmavit. Now this is stated in a vyatireka mode. So there is anvaya mode and a vyatireka mode. Okay. So that is what is indicated in the first line of the commentary. So let me read the first line of the commentary and then we'll continue with the verse. So here in the Vyakhyana first line you see Samadhi sadhana sampannaha. Samadhi sadhana sampannaha. Sampannaha means the one who possesses in abundance. Okay. Samadhi sadhana sampannaha. These are means samadama uparati titiksha shraddha etc. So the one who possesses in abundance. Okay. As much as it required, at least some threshold value should be there. Okay. Samadhi sadhana sampannaha atmakamaha eva. Atmakamaha. See. So we had this word atma prarthanaya. So atmakamaha eva janati atmanam iti anvayaha purvashloke darishitaha. Understand? So anvayaha purvashloke darishitaha. So this anvayaha, so you would have heard this anvaya. Where have you heard? No, only here. So suppose normally those who learn Sanskrit, Shloka Anvaya. What does it mean Anvaya? So you will say prosada. Prosada. Anvaya. So Anvaya normally means prosada. That is how we are taught. Anvaya also means the Vamsha Parampara. You know?
You won't say
Anvaya. See?
lineage.
The lineage. We have this Raghunam anvayam vakshye tanvag vibhavopi san tadgunaih karnamagatya chapalaya prachoditaha. Kalidasa. Right at the beginning of Raghuvamsha, he says, this is a pratigna. What am I going to do in this verse? Raghunam anvayam vakshye. I am going to describe the Raghunam Anvayaha. Anvayaha there has nothing to do with prosada. Anvaya actually means Vamsha Parampara. The entire lineage I am going to describe. Raghunam Anvayam Vakshye. Of course, he shows his own humility. Tanuvag Vibhavopi San. I am completely ineligible for that. That's what he says. Tanuvag Vibhavopi San. Then why are you engaging? He says, Tadgunaih karnamagatya. Having heard that, somehow I am induced into this activity. Chapalaya prachoditaha. Or chapalam. See, you may not say chapala means, it is not required, but you will engage, right? So suppose you take some 3 vadas. Okay. So it is too tempting for you to have 2 more. So that is simply chapal. After finishing the bhojanam, he will go to kitchen and take 2 more. Right? So this is what is chapala. So that is how Kalidasa says. Chapalaya prachoditaha. Anyway, people have already described. So why one more Raghuvamsha description? Chapalaya prachoditaha. That is how he says. So here you see that is one Anvaya. Anvaya. See, Raghunam Anvayam. See, there are 2-3 meanings, 2-3 shades of meanings for Anvaya. You have to understand. In different disciplines, in different contexts, the word is employed. So it is very important to understand that. So there Anvaya means Vamsha Parampara. See, sometimes it can refer to only Vamsha. See, not the sequence. Raghunam Anvayam means, so starting from Raghu I am going to describe. So there itself there is one more verse. Tadanvaye shuddhimati prasuta shuddhimattaraha dileepaiti rajenduhu induhu kshiranidhaviva. See, tadanvaye. So there, in that Vamsha, it need not necessarily refer to Parampara. It can be simply Vamsha or simply Parampara. So, or so depending on the context, one has to get the meaning of the word Anvaya. Now, here he is using the word Janatyatmanam mityanvayaha purvashloke darishitaha. Atmanam janasi, there is, even though the terms seem to be very different in conveying their meaning, you can see a common thread even in the prose order. So what are you trying to do there? You are basically trying to choose words and put them in a sequence so that you are able to quickly follow the meaning, correct? So which is connected with which word? So which word is connected with which word? So you try to arrange them in some sequence. So here also, so there is a sambandha. So paraspara sambandha, which may not be possible while composing verse due to metrical requirements. So you try to bring that sambandha together. So even in this anvaya, there is a sambandha, paraspara sambandha. Okay, so purva apara. So this sambandha is the common thread in both the senses, okay, of the word anvaya. Now in this specific context, what you have to understand is, he says, Shamadhi sadhana sampannaha atmakamaha eva janati. See, so the punch lies in the word eva. See, so the sampannaha eva janati means only this person will know. So this, understand? So sadhana sampannaha eva janati means, so between the satmajnana and sadhana sampatti there is a karyakarana bhava which is established. Okay? So this karyakarana bhava, so tatsatve tatsattvam. Understand? So tatsatve tatsattvam. So this is the sambandha that is being explained here. So kasya sattve shamadhi sadhanasya sattve. Okay? So jnanam. See, tatsattam means atma jnana. Okay? So shamadhi sadhana sampannaha atma kamaha. Okay? So there also it is very important to understand. Mere samadhi sadhana sampatti is not sufficient for you to gain jnana. See, there should be an urge for this jnana. Okay, atma kamaha. So tasya, so if this condition is fulfilled, then jnana is fulfilled. And once you have jnana, shokatarana is taken care of. So there the point is tatsattve tatsattvam. This is what is meant by anvaya here. Okay. So if this is fulfilled, then the other thing is fulfilled. Now go to the next line here. Ihatu tadabhave tadabhavaiti vyatirekam darshayati jayiti. So ihatu means in this verse. So in the earlier verse we had this anvaya, and in this verse we have this vyatireka. So vyatireka, so he himself is explaining tadabhave tadabhavaha. Okay. If this is not fulfilled, then you will not get. This
If not,
now I remember in our childhood we used to go to village. So then this village they will have some interesting examples to show. So I remember one of I think my grandmother. So in some context they wanted me to study something. So we are playful. Okay. So when we are playful, so in order to bring our attention to studies, they will say something. Okay. So once I remember them saying, so that we were just sitting, so outside. So and there was a fellow who was driving the cattle. Gopala was going. So then the grandmother was saying, hey, ஒழுங்கா படி படிச்சாதான் நல்ல முன்னுக்கு வரலாம் இல்லைன்னா வெறும் மாட்டை மேய்க்க வேண்டியது means both anvaya and vyatireka. You understand? See, if you study, so you will progress and jnana will increase. If you do not do, okay, then you may have to do this business only. Okay, so driving the cattle only. So mod make a will. So this is what is Anvaya and Vyatireka. You understand? So if this is done, this will be there. If this is not done, then this is. So here he is doing this Vyatireka. Tadabhave tadabhavaha. Iti Vyatirekam darishayati. So this is what is Vyatireka. So this basically the mantra Navirato duscharitat Nashanto Nasamahitaha Nashantamanaso Vapi Prajnanena Namapnuyat. There are some interesting things which have been stated by Bhagavad Pada in his commentary. So I was just looking at that. So I thought I should just share that with you. So here he says, न दुश्चरितात् प्रतिषिद्धात्. So the commentary of Bhagavad Pada starts with explanation of the word duscharitam. So duscharitam na navirataha. Okay. So na duscharitat virataha. Okay. So duscharitat he is just describing it as pratishiddhat. So pratishiddha is the term that is used to refer to antonym of vihita. Vihita means something which is ordained. Pratishiddha means something which is prohibited. So nandatam vadet. Suppose you say nandatam vadet means prohibition. So that is what he is. So any act that has been prohibited, okay, if you perform, it becomes duscharita. Okay. Act that is prohibited, if you perform, it is duscharita. Ma himsyat sarva bhutani. These are all standard things which are quoted. Na duscharitat pratishiddhat. He further says Shruti smritya vihitat. Shruti smritya vihitat. So this is something which is more intriguing. What does it mean literally? Shruti smritya vihita. Vihita avihita. Shruti smritya vihita means Shrutya vihitam, smritya vihitam, Shruti smritibhyam avihitam. So how does the avihita activity become a pratisiddha activity? Right? This could be the question. Right? Duscharita. So suppose you read some novel. Assume. This is obviously not a Shruti Vihita activity. So you watch some Fox News. Okay? So somebody keeps shouting at somebody. So this is not a Shruti Vihita karma. Now here he is asking, Navirato duscharitat, how does one understand this to be? So there is an injunction which is a common injunction. We should know this. That injunction goes like this. Nakuryan nishphalam karma. Understand? So may you not engage in fruitless activity. Understand? May you not engage in fruitless activity. Nakuryan nishphalam karma. Okay. Suppose you keep listening to Fox News all the time. In fact, the other day I was just sharing with somebody. Somebody sent me a link. Okay. It had the link of Fox News. Then I was telling the other person, okay, who has been spending some time in the US. Then I said, this is how I came to know about Fox News, and I was listening to, and I was quite perplexed to see how people are really shouting and doing various things. So then that person said, no, you should never see this. Okay, you should never see this for whatever reasons. I'm saying, okay, that is no news. Fox News is no news. Don't see that. Anyway, so I don't see, but it was sent to me. So the thing is, so Nakuryan Nishphalam Karma is a Nishedha Vakya. And therefore, Acharya here he is trying to say Shruti Smritya Vihitam Karma. Okay, so that is taken care by this general injunction. Okay, Na duscharitat pratisiddhat Shruti Smritya Vihitat Papa Karmanaha Avirataha Anuparataha. Continuously, just now you told me. So this is a Nishiddha Karma. Madhyapanam na kuryatu. So Nishiddham Karma. Okay. Anuparataha Napi Indriya Laulyat Ashantaha Anuparataha. Indriya Laulyam. Indriya Laulyam means, so it just keeps on dragging. Okay. Indriya Laulyat Ashantaha. Ashantaha means he is unable to remain at peace with himself. Ashantaha anuparataha. Then napi asamahitaha. Asamahitaha means anekagramanaha vikshipta chittaha. Anekagramanaha. This anekagramana, you have to just carefully do the vigraha. Anekagramanaha means he can simultaneously see, so like a Shatabadhani. That is not the thing. Okay? So Anekagramanaha. So Anekagramanaha. So Napi Indriya Laulyat Ashantaha Anuparataha Napi Asamahitaha Aneka. See, Ekagramanaha Na Ekagramanaha Anekagramanaha. That is how you have to understand. So I can focus on several things at the same time. See, that is not the thing. Okay, not even on one thing. Anekagramanaha. So therefore he is clarifying Vikshipta Chittaha. This commentary is very important to understand. Anekagramanaha, simultaneously he can do that. See, there was a student. Sometimes you are obliged to do something, right? So there was a request from a lady. She is a very fine lady, so I respect for her qualities. And they are somewhat millionaires, billionaires, whatever. So there was a request to just guide her daughter in Sanskrit paper. Okay? Maybe 10th plus 2, whatever. I don't remember something. Then I went. So that was some sort of outhouse. So we just went to this first floor. And then we were sitting. So that lady was also there, the daughter was there, so I was just teaching. As I was teaching, that girl looked into some other place and her attention was not here. Then I stared at her for a minute. So then the mother noticed and then said, "Hey, what are you doing?" So then there was an answer which was given. So I said, see, one should be focused when one is studying. So the answer was, I mean, not very impolite, but I would just say the tone was not that bad. So she was asking to mother, how can one be oblivious to other things? How can one be oblivious to what is happening around? This was the answer. Idan vikshipta chittaha. Prarabdham. See, so that is the thing. So asamahitaha anekagramanaha vikshipta chittaha samahita chittopi sanne. This is another interesting thing in Bhagavad Pada's commentary. He says, samahita chittopi sanne samadhana phalarthitvat. This is another problem. Very, very interesting thing. So samahita chittopi sanna means he is able to exercise control over his mind. But if there is a craving for the result of what he has achieved, that is another problem. இந்த விரதம் இருக்கேன், இந்த விரதம் இருக்கேன், இந்த விரதம் இருக்கேன், பலம் வரலையே, பலம் வரலையே. You understand? Samahita chittopi sanna. So if that is driving you, then that is equivalent to having ashanti. That is why he is saying samahita chittopi sanna samadhana phalarthitvat napi ashantamanasaha vyaprata chitto va prajnanena brahma vijnanena yenam prakritam atmanam apnuyat. So finally he says yastu duscharita dvirataha. See, what are the things that are required? Yastu duscharita dvirataha indriya laulyacha samahita chittaha samadhana phaladapyupashanta manasaha. See, this is a very, very important thing. Did you understand that? See, samadhanasya phalam. Understand? Suppose you do some yoga. So this is primarily to see that you derive the benefit out of it, right? There is a benefit for every activity. Now, if you keep worrying that the benefit has not come to me, benefit has not come to me, that itself is asamadhana. That itself will make you lose your tranquility. I will keep doing, it will happen whenever it happens. So that is what he is trying to say. Samahita chittaha samadhana phala samadhana phaladapyupashanta manasaha. So then finally he says acharyavan prajnanena evam yathoktam atmanam prapnoti. So that particular acharyavan, he will be able to get this. Okay. Now let us read what Ramaraya has to say in his commentary. Yaha ashantaha indriya chapalyat anuparataha. Almost same as that. Indriya chapalyat anuparataha atayeva ashantahrit. That leads to ashanti. That leads to ashanti. Ashantahrit. See, this word is a very interesting word. Ashanta swantaha. See, swantaha is a nice word. Swantaha. This Tulasīdāsa uses. You know that? Svantas sukhāya tulasi raghunatha gatha. Svantas sukhāya tulasi raghunatha gatha. Bhāṣā nibadhyamati manjulamātanoti. Right at the beginning he says, why am I engaging in writing this Ramacharita-manas? Svantas sukhāya. Svantas sukhāya. For the purpose of the satisfaction of my own antahkarana. Svantas sukhāya tulasi raghunatha gatha. Bhāṣā nibadhyam. See, composed in local language. Atimanjulamātanoti. That swanta is a beautiful word. See, ashantahrit, ashantasvantaha. Atayeva na samahitaha. Therefore, he is unable to focus on anything. See, chittai kagrarahitaha is what it amounts to. Ashantatvadeva. Now further he says, see, Ashantatvadeva dushkarmano navirataha. You understand? So that is what just now we saw. See, so giving oneself to the practice of intoxicating oneself. See, Ashantatvadeva. In fact, just 2 days back, as I was going to Pune, I just picked up the conversation with the taxi driver. So that fellow was saying, my father was an auto driver, and he used to come and shout at my mother, beat her, etc. Why? Da duscharita. Understand? Ashantatvadeva. So if we carefully analyze, why are we yelling at others? It is essentially because of Ashanta Hridaya. Ashanta Hridaya. So this leads to Dushkarma. See, this Dushkarma need not necessarily be physical like those street fights. So it can be Vachika fights also. That is also a Dushkarma. It's abusing. Ashantatvadeva Dushkarmano Navirataha Ashantahritvadeva Na Atmarthi. So if you become a Shanta Hridaya, then you will become Atmarthi. Okay? So he says, Nishkamaha Prashanta Chetaha Atmakami Bhavati. This is the sum and substance. Nishkamaha Prashanta Chetaha Hi Atmakami Bhavati. So only he can be Atmakami Bhavati. Atage vasya parokshatma jnanamapi nasti ityaha na paramatma vid iti. So for that person, he says, see, there is a phrase which they use to distinguish between a jnana which has issued itself into action in one's own life and a jnana which is blemishless with reference to the textual studies. These two are two different things. Understand? So a jnana which has fructified because of the sadhanas and it issues itself into action in one's life, and a jnana in order to just deliver some lectures. This is another thing. So that itself is not there. That is different, worst case. That is a different. Okay, blabbering something in lecture. So that is a worst form of jnana, which is anyway. So that we will leave now. So here, if you see, parokshatma jnana vinasti. Understand? So paroksha jnanam is one thing, and swatma sakshatkara is a different thing. So for this kind of a fellow, he says, even paroksha jnana is far off. Okay? So that is what is meant by naparatma vid. So it's an interesting meaning which he brings in. Okay, Ramaraya. Saha purushaha, that fellow, tam katham vajanatu. Tam katham vajanatu. Katham vajanatu means how can he ever think of? Tam katham vajanatu. Okay. Sa purushaha tam katham vajanatu. What does it mean? It means kathamapi na janiya deva. No way he will come close to this. Kathamapi na janiya deva. So that is what this essentially means. Now, before I move to the other half, let me tell you, there is a very interesting verse which comes to my mind. So basically, this is a very, very important point to understand. One is engaging, the other is disengaging. Both are essential. So this disengaging is most essential than engaging. Okay. So this has been nicely brought out by Vritrasura. Vritrasura, when he prays to Ishvara, so there are some 4 important verses. Okay. So in Bhagavata, the 6th Adhyaya, you have this. So he starts with Aham Hare Tava Padaika Moola Dasanudaso Bhavitasmi Bhuyah Manasmare Tasupatir Gunamste Grinitava Karma Karotu Kayaha. So this is how he starts with. He says Aham Hare, Hey Hare, Tava Padaika Moola Dasanudaso Bhavitasmi Bhuyah. This is like this Anvaya. Understand? Oh my Lord, so may I be Tava Pada. See, Dasanudaso Bhavitasmi Bhuyaha Manasmareta Asupater Granamste Grinitava Karma Karotu Kayaha. May my mind engage with this, may my walk sing your glory, and so on and so forth. And my Sharira, let it engage in your activities. This is Anvaya. Now, having said some 2-3 verses, so he says Ajata Vaksha Iva Mataram Khagaha. So then he says, Nanaka Prishtham, Nacha Parameshtham, Nasarabhavam, Narasadhipatyam, Nayoga Siddhi, Rapunarbhavam, Va, Samanjasatva, Virahiya Kangshe. Having said, Ajata Paksha Iva Mataram Khagaha, Sthanyam Yatha, Vatsataraha Kshudhaktaha, Priyam Priyevam Vishitam Vishanna, Manoravindaksha Didrikshate Tvam. This is what I wanted to say. The 4th verse is, he says, Mamottama Shloka Janeshu Sakhyam. Mamottama Shloka Janeshu Sakhyam. Mamottama Shloka Janeshu Sakhyam. Mamottama Shloka Janeshu Sakhyam.
Mamottama shloka janeshu sakhyam. Mamottama shloka janeshu sakhyam.
Samsara Chakre Brahmatasva Karmabhihi.
Samsara
Chakre Brahmatasva Karmabhihi. Samsara Chakre Brahmatasva Karmabhihi. Tvanmayatmatmajadarageshu. 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 Asakta-chittasya nanatha bhuyat. Asakta-chittasya nanatha bhuyat. Asakta-chittasya nanatha bhuyat. See, this is Vyatireka, a beautiful example. He says, Mamottama Shloka Janeshu Sakhyam. See, for me to elevate myself, O my Lord, bless me with this satsanga. Uttama Shloka Janeshu. Shloka means here those who are praised by shlokas. Uttama Shloka Jana means, so Janaha Yadvishayaka Rachana Uttama Shlokaihi Kriyate. So something like that, who are praiseworthy people. You have to take like that. Mamottama Shloka Janeshu Sakhyam. May have friendship with those kind of people. Okay? But then, having said that, oh my Lord, even if that is not given to me, it is okay. But don't give me one thing. Samsara Chakre Brahmatasva Karmabhihi. See, those who are simply keeping whirling with this. So samsara chakra means abusing the other fellow. See, the other day I was saying. See, so I have to simply keep listening to the abuses see, of the abuses that he heard about samsara chakre brahmatasva karmabhihi. Why? Tvanmayatmatmajadarageshu asakta-chittasya nanatha bhuyat. Understand? So Anvayena Vyatireka cha. So he is just saying. Okay? So at least you avoid this. Vyatireka means vina. Vina abhavaha. Understand? One is sahabhavaha, the other is abhavaha. Okay? May you kindly dissociate. So something like that is what is being stated here. See? So those duscharita. So these things I should avoid. Okay? Samahita chitta. Now, the later half of the verse is Sarvam Yasya Jagat Prayatya Shanatam ब्रह्मेन्द्ररुद्रादिकं स्तम्भाहन्तं च तथोपसेचनपदं मृत्युश्च यस्याञ्चति. So here we have to understand katham va janatu means how can he know that? That means he is described by this. So the later half is essentially a description of that, the power of that Brahman. Okay, Brahman Atman. Sarvam yasya jagat prayatyashanataha ashanatam. Ashanatam prayati means, so it becomes a food for him, food for consumption. See, Sarvam Jagat, see, the entire Jagat, for whom this becomes a food for consumption. Okay. See, now I am reminded of this. See, this Anvaya I was telling you, no. So Janmadyasya yatonvayaditaratah. In Bhagavata, see, Janmadi Asya. So Janma Asya means Jagataha. Understand? So there also you find the word Anvaya. So that Anvaya has to do with the kind of Anvaya that we were just now trying to understand. Janmadyasya yatonvayaditaratah. So now he is saying that Purusha is basically Utpatti Sthiti Laya Hetu. So Laya Hetu you just understand through this phrase. Laya Hetu means the one unto whom the entire universe goes and merges with. Okay, when the manifestation is gone. Okay, so this is a manifest form that we are seeing now. And every manifest form keeps continuously changing. Okay? So initially it was unmanifest. Once again it may go to unmanifest form. So that is what he is trying to convey through this Sarvam Yasya Jagat Prayatya Shanatam. This is a metaphorical way of saying. Okay. Where was, see, sometimes it just happens. See, my mother keeps something in the night. In the morning, if she goes, so that the small bowl will be empty. So she will come and ask, what happened to that? See, so my father at some time he would have woken up and then he would have just consumed. Ashanatam, finished. So, see, it is not there. You understand? It is no more existing. So similarly, that manifest form has become unmanifest form. It has merged with this body now. So similarly, we conceive of this Virat Purusha. So Sarvam Jagat Yasya Ashanatam Gatam means it has just gone into that unmanifest form. Sarvam Yasya Jagat Prayatyasanatam. He further says, Brahmendra Rudradikam. Even these portfolios which we describe by various names, Brahmendra Rudradikam Stambhantancha. Stambhantancha means, so this is the standard phrase which people use. Brahmadi Stamba Paryantam. Understand? So that is the highest in the manifestation. Stamba is some achetana. Stamba, Stambhantancha. So starting from the highest to the lowest. Stambhantancha tathopasechana padam mrityuscha yasyanchati. Mrityuscha upasechana padam anchati. That is how you have to understand. Mrityuhu upasechanam. So the upasechanam means, so this is an interesting usage. Upasinch, that is a dhatu. It's like sort of a sprinkling kind of a thing. Okay. See, what we have to understand is this upasechanam, you can take it as even sprinkling water, etc., can be conceived as upasechanam. See, for something to yield, This is only one of the factors. So just because water is there, plankton will not yield. So this is upasechana, means it is something which is subordinate. So here he is saying mrityuscha upasechana padam. Upasechana padam means, padam here means status. The status of, so you talk of something which is huge. There is a Tamil or phrase, Malamuingi Mahadeva. Malamuingi Mahadeva means, see, that fellow can swallow the mountain itself. What is this for him to swallow? Understand? So similarly, here he is saying Brahmadi Stambha Paryantam, he just said, what to speak of this fellow? Yama. Why is Yama specially listed? Because you generally know Yama to be the one who is assigned the portfolio of taking back. Right? So even that Yama, who is a Samhara Karta, so that Samhara Karta itself is like Upasechanam for that entity. Okay? So that is what he is trying to say. Mrityuryasyopasecanam Stambhantancha tathopasechana padam mrityuscha yasyanchati. Now let us read the commentary. Kosau Purushaha. Who is this Purusha? Okay. So who is this Purusha? Ata aha sarvamiti. So the question is, the one who has not equipped himself and who is dragged into the worldly affairs, so how can he see? How can he see him? So that him, he is being described, Kosau Purushaha ataha sarvamiti. Yasya brahmendra rudradikam stambhan tancha sarvam jagat ashanatam. Ashanatvam means annatvam. So annatvam means it is primary food. It is like pickle, assume. Okay, upasechana means you can take it as pickle. So you have to eat so much. You have to eat so much. That pickle cannot be your primary food, right? So that is how it is. Annatvam. So that anna is the other major items. Ashanatam annatvam prayati yes sarvam jagat atityartha sarvalaya sakshitvaditi bhavaha. Understand? In fact, he is clarifying. So sarvalaya sakshitvat iti bhavaha. So that is a further refinement. Nanu, he is asking this question now. Nanu mrityunaiva sarvam madhyate. Isn't it true that it is the mrityu who gobbles everything back? Nanu mrityunaiva sarvam madhyate ata aha. So the appropriate punctuation, Nanu mrityunaiva sarvam madhyate, we put a question mark. Ata aha. Isn't it that he consumes? Therefore it is said. What is said? Tatha mrityuscha yasya upasechana padam shakatvam anchati. Anchati means gachati prapnoti. Even that mrityu who is supposed to be the swallower of everything, he himself is just like a pickle for this person. Okay? Asanatve aparyapta eva. This is another way of saying. See, he doesn't even qualify to be food for him. Asanatve aparyapta eva mrityuhu ityartha tam purushamiti purvena sambandha. So this is just a poetic way of expressing. So this verse, as I told you, completes the second value. Yasya brahmachakshatvancha ubhe bhavata vodanaha mrityur yasyopasechanam kaitha veda yatra saha. In fact, in the Shruti, we have the word itha veda. So itha is a special usage. So itha means itham. Okay. So itham. So this is a Vedic usage. Kaitha veda yatra saha. So that is how the Shruti goes. So from the next class, so we will be starting with the third valli. So which is from the next verse. Okay. So we will stop here. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 सर्वे सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्।